From the discolored BMW to the Mercedes that beat Tesla, Tour's coolest electric car reveals this. If you've noticed more tech news than normal lately, there's a good reason for that. CES 2022, a giant consumer technology expo, just ended, and companies across industries showed off their latest and greatest innovations. In Carland, that means plenty of new electric vehicles and design concepts to stare at. Here we've rounded up some of the coolest vehicles revealed during CES from BMW, Mercedes-Benz, Chevrolet, and Sony. Yes, that's Sony. BMW showed off a color-changing version of its upcoming electric SUV, the X. It uses e-ink technology, the same tech behind the Kindle e-reader, to switch colors at the press of a button. This doesn't exactly solve a problem, but there's no denying it looks cool as all hell. Check it out. The Kilowatt 077315 January 5, 2020 to the German carmaker also took the wraps off of a high-performance version of the X. The XM60. The sporty electric SUV will make 619 horsepower from 2 motors and speed to 60 mph in 3.6 seconds. That's wickedly quick for a hulking SUV. It'll travel to 180 miles on a full charge and have enhanced handling, thanks to a specially tuned suspension, BMW says. All that performance doesn't come cheap. The XM60 will run you $105,000 before fees. It hits us dealers in June. General Motors unveiled the much-anticipated Chevy Silverado EV on Wednesday. The electric pickup truck will compete with the F-150 Lightning and Rivian R1T when it hits the market in the middle of 2023. It promises up to 400 miles of range, 664 horsepower, and a host of interesting features. For example, there's a pass-through between the Silverado's bed and cab that allows owners to haul extra long cargo. The fully loaded or ST First Edition Silverado EV costs $105,000. Eventually, Chevy will sell a base model with a $39,900 suggested retail price. The Silverado EV was the only big announcement GM saved for CES. Far from it. The automaker unveiled a small electric SUV called the Equinox EV that will arrive next year. It'll cost $30,000 and bring another much-needed, affordable option to the electric car market. Stay tuned for more information about the Equinox EV over the next year. Chrysler, the brand owned by the automaker Stellantis, announced at CES that it will only sell electric models by 2028. And it marked the occasion by unveiling a sleek electric SUV called the Airflow. The Airflow is just a concept for now, and Chrysler says its first EV will go into production in 2025. But the Airflow looks nearly production ready, and it wouldn't be at all surprising if Chrysler's first real EV ends up looking a lot like this. The Airflow has a futuristic, screen-filled interior, and a range of 350 to 400 miles. Cadillac revealed a concept for an autonomous vehicle that looks like it should be hurtling through space rather than rolling down earthly roads, lacking things like a steering wheel or pedals. The InnerSpace is designed to be a comfy lounge on wheels, one that takes you places while you just kick back, relax, and turn your attention to the massive screen in front of you. That's the idea. Anyway, the InnerSpace is designed for a future of self-driving vehicles that aren't here yet. However, GM boldly says it'll start selling fully autonomous vehicles by the middle of the decade. The whole idea behind the Mercedes-Benz Vision EQXX was to see how efficient an EV the German automaker could create. According to Mercedes, the lightweight, aerodynamic EQXX concept can travel 620 miles on a single charge of its battery. That's over 200 miles farther than the best Tesla, and 100 miles farther than the rangiest EV you can buy today, the $170,000 Lucid Air. You won't be able to buy an EQXX, but some of the breakthroughs Mercedes made in its development could end up in your future. Electric Benz. Sony unveiled an electric concept sedan back in 2020. Now it's getting more serious about venturing into the EV market, and it brought a new design to CES. The Vision S02 is a prototype SUV with multiple screens and mobile gaming capabilities. The concept also showcases a system of 40 cameras and sensors aimed at making driving safer by monitoring the car's surroundings and its driver. We don't know yet if Sony will sell its own EV or simply build technology for other manufacturers. It established a new division, Sony Mobility, to explore entry into the EV market.